Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week. Ladies and gentlemen, both and neither, welcome to that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, the show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I am your never humble host, overly caffeinated friend of yours, Eric Sizemore, coming into you from the middle of a cornfield. And I'm joined by my beautiful co-host, Quiet Michael.
Dude, you just said coming into you.
Michael hears what he wants to hear. And from Thomasboro, Andrew Tiede.
I am so disturbed right now. You guys are both just in the gutter.
As you should be. And rounding out the mental health quadrophenia, brain damage.
I think he had a seizure.
That looked like when like Kermit the Frog is real excited about some shit.
Right.
Nice. And they are going to have some beautiful, funny memes for you. But first, a patented, trademarked, absolutely essential part of every single episode of Facebook for the Blind. You know it. You love it. You know what I'm talking about. It's...
Oh.
It has to be. You got to do it. It's a part of every boy's well-rounded, balanced breakfast.
Yeah. I don't want seconds.
I know you don't. I know you don't. But you're getting them anyway. I'm a little mixed on this. The U.S. has confirmed that Ukraine has fired long-range ATACMS. I swear to God, that's how they're saying it. ATACMS missiles into Russia for the first time. Labune, any thoughts on that? I mean, on the one side, I do kind of like missiles going into Russia.
Yeah, listen.
I'm mixed.
I'll be honest. I don't really know what this means. I can tell you it's bad for Russia. I can tell you that I hope it doesn't lead to an escalation. I can tell you that Russia and North Korea shaking hands and being friends is pretty goddamn scary.
Very.
And I can tell you that we have an incoming commander-in-chief who I think can be pretty well summed up as pro-Putin. So I don't know. It seems like America kind of authorized something that America's about to denounce. It's fucking crazy. I'm pretty sad for everybody involved and glad I'm not still in the military.
I'm glad to say at this point that I am medically not capable of going back. They can't come get me.
Well, there's that. Yay! Hey, moving on. Let's do some good news, shall we? Check it out. Britain's last coal-fired electricity power plant has closed, ending 142 years of coal burning to generate electricity in the UK. And the UK is the first G7 nation to totally phase out coal power. So check it out. If Britain can do something, come on, guys. It's us. We went to the freaking moon. Did Britain go to the moon? I don't think so.
Not sure, but I don't think so either.
Anyway, so good news there. Hey, in bad news, a friend of the show, Steve, posted this about a terrible crash of Teslas. And I found out this week that Consumer Reports has now discovered that the Tesla is the deadliest of all makes and models of cars. So Elon's not just foolish, but also evil and has a lot of human sacrifice on his hands. Speaking of terrible people, swastika flags and bellowing slurs, neo-Nazis marched through Columbus. And Ohio's, governor and some officials condemned it. But, Ohio, get your shit together. Speaking of clowns, Mike Tyson. Also, this was a weird one, man. This one came across my desk and I had to figure it out. I want to read this headline to you and have you try and figure it out. Gold Coast OnlyFans star descends on schoolies amid controversy. You understand it? No. No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
What? What do you got?
Basically, this OnlyFans person has gotten in hot water over child material style stuff, and now she's getting agitated at children.
So schoolies is apparently this weird vacation that Australian high schoolers take, and they all race down to the beach, kind of like our, spring break here in Fort Lauderdale, except that it's high school kids. It's high school kids, and a couple of OnlyFans workers, creators. I don't know the terminology here, but a couple of them decided that they were going to see if they could set like epic records. And essentially one of them said, yeah, I'm here to have fun with all the schoolies. It's a cash cow. And absolute insanity. Over 1,000 boys in 2 weeks. And she claims she's having people check IDs. And I'm just like, I don't know. Again, I have very, very mixed feelings on this. Australia's different than we are. That's one thing. Australia's pretty different than we are. I wanted to get this one in here, but I couldn't find a picture of it. I wanted to let you know that former Liberty University President Jerry Falwell and his wife Becky returned to Lynchburg, Virginia campus, Liberty University, in September for the first time since their many, many, many sex scandals came to light back in 2020. The Falwells were banned after revelations of a laundry list of transgressions, including predatory behavior towards a student. So not the only ones that are looking at youngins. I don't know what's up. They settled a lawsuit with the university earlier this summer, and the campus ban has been lifted. So they went back to Lynchburg. And one writer, Karen Swallow Pryor, says, yet there's been no public confession of, repentance for, or even an acknowledge of the betrayal of the trust of the Falwells. It is increasingly difficult to deny that this is simply business as usual for too many Christian institutions. And I was like, oh, snap. Yeah, a lot of creepers. A lot of creepers in the news this week. We always like to end on a nice, heartwarming animal story. And look at this, the story that went round the world. A coyote was rescued from a plastic jug stuck over its head right here in Illinois. Look at the coyote. Coyote's got that little plastic jug in it. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, I bet that had barbecue sauce in it. It had something tasty in it. And he was like, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that. And we've all been there. But he ended up with the whole jug on his head. Thankfully, the end of the story is that, yes, indeed, they did save the coyote. The coyote was saved by Illinois, and the public has cheered. And that was your heartwarming animal story, rounding out the depressing news and stupid headlines for November 19th, 2024. Now handing it off to my beautiful co-host that we've missed so much, Quiet Michael, for a nice medium-sized round one.
Negative, Eric. This is my big, long round one. Can everybody see my first meme here?
Yes.
Kicking it off with Maurice Politis. It says, it's Monday. Picture He-Man pointing at us. It says, there are two types of people in the world. Avoid them both.
Yeah.
Hashtag truth.
Spineless Lobster says, I am not the divine masculine or the divine feminine. I am the divine comedy, and you will address me as such. And Fabled Quill says, pronouns, he. Next up, usurping Eric's cute animal story is Openly Gay Animals, who has baby pangolins, and says baby pangolins look like they want to talk to you, but they also don't want to interrupt you because you might be busy.
They are so goddamn cute.
Adorable.
Look at him. He's nervous to talk to you.
He is still cute.
What about this one, though?
Oh, my heart.
I'm be honest with you. If these things were kicking around Arkansas, I would have ate one of them. I've had lots of armadillos.
Well, yeah. You would know what kind of barbecue sauce that would go best with that.
We have the Hard Times News. Friend of the show, the Hard Times News, the hardtimes.net. Listen, if you're not following the hardtimes.net, like, where are you getting your hard times,
Yeah, it's true. They make it best.
Here we have a picture of some politicians. It says, the DNC announces plans to learn nothing from this.
Yeah. Yes.
Democrats,
that hurts so much.
Nathan Usher at the Nate Wolf is at a party. Stranger, are you that guy who brags about weird shit? Me. No, I'm the guy who takes the longest baths in the city. I just wanted point of order. I did share this meme back in 2021, and I don't care. It's been enough years. I brought it back.
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Rightfully so.
Here's a moment from comic books that I encountered this week that I felt like just spoke to me, spoke to all of us, really. The butler says, it's an endless parade of horrors. And Hellboy, lighting a cigar, says, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yep.
Trash Can Paul. Friend of the show, friend of mine, friend of yours. He's fucking trash. He says, attention, this year's Christmas dates have been leaked. Christmas Eve will be December 24th. The Christmas Day, December 25th. New Year's Eve, December 31st. And New Year's Day, January 1st. You heard it here first, folks. Hat.
Breaking news, baby.
And my last meme for round one comes from Siege at C Joiner, who says, our boss just banned overly specific nicknames, and the whole office is staring at Rat Snitch Brian, the good time ruiner. That's all I got for round one. Kicking it over to Brain Damage.
Okay, let's see what we got. All right, here we go. We're going to start with Shelly Harris. I have no idea who that is. Posted, yep, that exists. And it says, this company makes frying pans that have medieval swords as handles. They're calling them Excalibur. And as you see, Tiede, these are pans that I want. These are pans that I want. Diane, if you're listening in, hint, hint.
Yeah, I asked my wife for these for Christmas yesterday.
And this thing was somehow possessed. I guess this is a honorary Hell Satan meme because they got the upside down 666. It had said 999 comments, and then I put haha, and it stayed that way. So I was like, all right, Hell Satan it is.
Hell Satan.
Hail Satan.
And shout out to Tommy Sinbazo. That's the homie. We got Gaming Layer. Posted a picture. It says, whatever it takes to be strong. When you're playing a game and the best equipment doesn't match. And homie here has on a Master Chief helmet, a Spider-Man costume, a Thanos glove with a Jedi lightsaber, and two other some kind of accessories on his arms that I don't even know what those are.
Well, one of them is the card deck holder from Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not sure exactly what. Oh wait, hold on. He's got a Pit Boy from Fallout, and I'm not sure what that white thing with jig in his hand is though.
Yeah, this dude is he is going crazy on the video game accessories.
It's a portal gun.
Gamer room. And yes, TD knows this tracks. We played a lot of games at this. If you want the best outfit to match,
all those references. I got all those references.
If you want the best outfit to match, you're not gonna have some good armor. This is awesome. Posted. I might follow him. Who knows? It says MacGyver at Andrew Nadeau. Posted, the neat thing about relationships is that the person I trust the most in the world refuses to believe that I am not sitting on the remote until I prove it.
Amen.
Amen. Oh my goodness, this one came out backwards somehow. This one was a double for me. So first we have All Hell Megatron posted. Guys, I just saw Thomas the Tank getting kidnapped by Optimus Prime. And you see there is a red rig with a blue train on it and some kind of bag over the face where Thomas would be. And then the one right under it is 90s nostalgia. As you see, it's right above it. Posted, unpopular opinion. Skinner wasn't evil. He was just a chef that didn't want a rat in his kitchen.
I mean,
that's the chef from Ratatouille. And yeah, when you really think about it, I mean, who the fuck wants a rat cooking in their kitchen, man? Okay, we're not gonna do All Hell Megatron again. Important images though. Somebody painted their van with a Sonic the Hedgehog silhouette, and they put his running legs on the front tire, and that is fucking awesome. That is
awesome.
I want to see that van go so bad. Oh, this one came out backwards too. So here we go. All hell Megatron put fries up. And somebody AI'd Megatron, but in the colors of a Ronald McDonald Megatron in front of a McDonald's.
I don't hate it.
Here in the comments, we have Meg Donalds, Megatron, Megatronald, or McDonald, and McDonaldtron, and Megaron. And then, oh no! The Gaming Dungeon posted a picture of Megatron, but he has on Meg from Family Guy's hat, glasses, and lipstick. And it's like, shut up, Megatron. And then here we have the origin story to finish this round off with a 4-panel that shows her friends say, "Hey, Megan." And she says, "Oh, hey, guys. Wait, did you just call me Megan?" And they said, "That's your name, isn't it?" "Well, Meg is short for something else." And then it shows flashback to when Meg is born, and the wife is handing over to Peter the birth certificate. "Peter, will you give this to the nurse?" And it says birth certificate, Mega, and then Peter Sharpies over it, Tron Griffin. Robots in disguise. Oh, he has to say, robots in disguise. Passing it to you, Titty.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's
Just
how we
to use the
decided to
nerd award?
traumatize you this week. What the hell?
That
All
wasn't
right.
bad. The ant face last week triggered you more.
Oh yeah, that did fuck with me. I just forgot about that. Thank you, prick.
Sure.
Hey, we're gonna do that thing I do. Tease often imitated, never duplicated, short round one, brought to you by the dumbest shit I could find on the internet. Hopefully.
Oh, it
The
takes
suspense is killing me.
takes a long time for the signal to get out to Thomas Burrow.
I know, like out here in the
Put it
fucking
on a
void.
pony.
Speaking of which, memes from the void. It's got a picture of this leopard here and a little baby gazelle, and it says, it says, and that's why you should vote for the leopards eating your face party. And the little gazelle's like, haha, but not my face, right? And the leopard just kind of looks at it, and it's like shocked, like, not my face, right? It's like the Star Wars meme, but with
Perfect.
antelopes and politics.
Perfect. I love
Like
it.
4 people voting for billionaires.
Yeah.
I never thought.
Moving on. Hey, all right. Nash Flynn. It's Nash Flynn. Says, everyone's complaining that it's dark at 5 p.m. now, like we all aren't sitting at home being sad by close of business anyway. I feel this.
Nice.
Next up, memes from the void. Once again, new friend of the show. Repost from Kook, and it says, "Me when I see the snacks," and it's little mascot of the universe, little baby Mudang, just plowing into a tray of snacks, just like having the snacks catapulted upon their cute body, and it's adorable because it's Mudang.
This meme was made for you, Tiede.
Oh, dude. I feel it, like I get happy every time I don't get happy. I don't have a happy mode.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this about Mudang. If he's running around Arkansas, I would have ate one of him.
I'm
tell
not
you
saying
right
you want. Again, I'm not saying I disagree with you. It's just I'd be very disappointed.
I'd eat the hell out of him.
He's not saying he'd kill Mudang. He's saying if he found Mudang as roadkill, he'd eat it.
Hell
Oh
no,
yeah, because that's how you go hunt. That's how you go hunting in Arkansas is
I'd be
roadkill.
like, we're cooking that bitch.
I've been through there. I know.
Speaking of hunting, I share memes when I need help. New friend of the show posted, finally got my first buck, and it's a person holding the dead buck's head up like they shot it. But no, if you look behind them, the vehicle has a crushed front end. Yeah, that tracks.
Yep. Many a friend has called me with this photo.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh. And speaking of deer, I shared this a couple days ago. Very called out by this one. And it's a deer looking just straight on at you from in like a trail cam. It says, "Heard you opening that little Debbie, fatty." And
Dear,
it's,
fucking listening to me.
and since this is Christmas tree cake season, yeah, I'm eating one of those a day, man.
Oh.
All right. Friend of the show, you know him, you love him. Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hell, Satan.
Yo,
It says fake Walmart vest, $20. TV I walked out with, free. And there's a
Hell
person standing there in a vest in a cart with a big screen TV.
Dude.
It can work. It can work.
You got one of those vests, don't you, Tiede?
Yeah. Shut up. All right. Let's see here. Joseph Spiller's friend of the show, repost from Horror Forever. And it says, me, well, look who stopped by for a little sucky. And it says vampire, and it's the Bela Lugosi version of Dracula. And he's just like, don't say it like that. I love that one. All right, moving on. And wrapping up the short round one here, we got friend of the show, Dead Meat at Dead Meat James. Go check out his stuff on YouTube. It's fantastic. It says it's got a picture of Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel from some movie. I'm not sure what one. They're in a record store, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like, I love Michael Myers, and Zoe's like, me too. And like, there's all these pictures of Mike Myers from SNL and Austin Powers and Shrek and shit. And then around her, it's just pictures of Michael Myers from the Halloween movies. I feel this.
Nice.
weird that they have the same name.
What was that?
So it's weird that they have the same name. Very suspicious.
Very suspicious. Very suspicious. All right, and that's all I got for the world famous, often imitated, never duplicated short round one, brought to you by the dumbest shit I can find on the internet. Over to you, Sizemore.
And
Lovely.
as Sizemore is scrambling to get his memes to the screen, I got to tell you that meme you had of the girl holding the buck at 8 point in front of that car.
Yes.
The car's all crashed. Reminds me of a joke I had years
Yes.
ago. We were still playing the pig. I said, my wife killed 2 deer this year. You want to know what caliber she used? Mine.
I do remember that.
She had totaled that Dodge Caliber I had in the deer.
I forgot about the Dodge Caliber.
Fucking hell.
Nice. All right, now on to round one, the ostensibly wholesome round. Here we have a picture of a wood plaque. It looks like it says management, quote, don't use the laser engraver for non-work related purposes. D, uses laser engraver for non-work related purposes. Management, it's a Pikachu going, oh.
That's fantastically a good waste of company assets.
Where do you leave this? The break room, you think? Executive break room. That's where you put this.
Oh, yeah. Boss's office.
Maybe Gorilla Glue it right above the laser engraver.
Oh, mwah.
Moving on. Here we have Birds with Threatening Auras, who have a post of a comic from Ed Himblow of the New Yorker, and it says, the idea at 3 a.m. and it's a gorgeous glowing phoenix and the man is delighted in bed, and the idea at 7 a.m. and he's sitting there with his cup of coffee looking really bleary-eyed, and it's sort of like a mangy chicken in a hat sort of waddling across the table. Felt that one quite a bit.
Aww.
Yeah, well, you ever see that one with the frog in the Warner Brothers cartoons? Hello, my baby. And it's
Oh, yeah.
feminist news. And if you're not following feminist news, you call yourself a feminist? Huh.
I would never do that, Eric.
I have a quote here. It says, I hope the men who only seem to remember International Women's Day on International Men's Day on International Women's Day. No, today is International Men's Day. And
I also can't stand international men.
oh, yeah, it depends on the cologne. But and here we have another one from this is also from Feminist News, but it's a takeaway from the Janeway episodes, the Voyager episodes, and we have a woman Romulan officer saying it's International Men's Day, and Tom Paris and the Federation saying, yeah, I only care about that on International Women's Day. So, Speaking of women, friend of the show, Kristen Toomey up in Chicago says, today is my 16-year comedy anniversary. So please congratulate me on being unable to let go of this toxic relationship.
Codependent like the rest of us.
Oh, that was beautiful. Here, the Daily Viral, and if you're not following the Daily Viral, you are missing out. They got a picture of a young girl who's playing softball. I believe it's a softball uniform going into a locker. And Jade at Blackline Nurse says, in college, we named our intramural softball team No Game Scheduled, because if the other team didn't show up, they lost the league deposit and forfeited. It worked several times. Everyone hated us, and nothing is as cool that has happened to me since.
That's fantastic.
What a great memory. This is why women should be in sports. The best and worst of Twitter too, and if you're not following the best of and worst of Twitter too, you're missing the best and worst of Twitter too on Facebook. Stalin Chazali posted from S.A. Crosby at Black Lion King 73, who says, dude on my Facebook page was complaining about student loan forgiveness when his ex-wife jumped in the comments and said, dude, I don't know why people can't pay their own debts. Ex-wife, you owe our child $18,000 in back child support, and you begged me to hide your truck so it wouldn't get repo. I do love comeuppance. Two more here from my ostensibly wholesome round. From friend of the show, Chuck. He has a post from Frankenstein Jones, who's got something from Frankie_Boyle. Says, literally, the only optimism any of us have at the moment is that Mike Tyson might beat some YouTuber to death. Yeah, I've never heard so many people talk about it. And I was like, yeah, I am kind of hopeful. And at the weigh-in, when he slapped him, I was like, oh, we're back, baby. And finally, for the ostensibly wholesome round, Top Today's 2. And if you're not following Top Today's 2, you're missing out on some quality Lord of the Rings memes. I guess we got a 6-panel here. What's this character's name? He's a hobbit. I know that.
Pippin.
Pippin says, Aragorn, tell me a joke. And Aragorn says, second breakfast. Aragorn says, I don't get it. I know you don't. We do not sleep till nightfall. That has been my ostensibly wholesome round 1 for Facebook for the Blind. Handing it back to you, Michael.
Did you say wholesome round?
Ostensibly.
I thought it was some whole round. All right. Kicking this off round 2. What did we decide to call this one?
The irascible round.
The number 2, whatever. This is pretty important. It comes from Basically Blank, and the first post from this guy Basically Blank says, "I'm gonna drink a bottle of Dayquil and a bottle of NyQuil and see what happened." And a little while later, he just posts Hoptol. I don't even care if it's fake, man. It's shit cracks me up.
So good.
Jesus Lizard Superstar says,
Hey.
I had 6 shots in me. 2 were bourbon, 3 were Pfizer. 1 was a 38 slug that the doc never bothered to fish out of my shoulder. And on a night like this, I was feeling all of them. Uncrustable Memes says, you're in her DMs. I'm in my fucking PJs. It's my bedtime. Night time. I'm so very sleepy. Boy, this one's... You know what? Tell you what, Eric, why don't you go ahead and read this meme for us? Memes
Sure.
in Laugh.
Memes and Laughs has an image of a man on the rings, those gymnastic rings. It's like a silhouette on the wall, and he's doing a really cool pose there with his feet pointing straight out. And it's captioned, I made a deal with the devil. He took my legs, but I still think it was worth it. Looks a bit like a merman, except instead of a tail, just a huge cock.
Super gross. Grow up. Nash across the 8th dimension says, I don't even care anymore. We're coming for your guns. We're going to get your guns pregnant and make them have abortions. We're going to make your guns marry other guns of the same gender and then give them both health care. Try me and find out.
That's the official meme of 2024 from Facebook for the Blind, just so you know.
Oh, this one's not funny at all. This says research shows children exposed to family violence show the same pattern of brain activity as soldiers exposed to combat. How'd that get in there? Here's a picture of a cat.
Your subconscious sucks.
It says me. I'm going to the bathroom. My cat. We are going to the bathroom. And then this cat next to the hammer and sickle.
Yes.
Daily Historian, friend of the show, Daily.Historian says, yeah, it's a picture of what's this guy's name? Da Vinci? Who did this? Michelangelo? No.
Yeah.
Who painted the Sistine Chapel?
Michelangelo.
He says, yeah, of course I can paint your ceiling. Michelangelo scoffed to himself. Gonna paint a bunch of dudes with their dicks out on it, though. Fred Esk says, me, congrats, when is the baby due? Pregnant librarian. Oh, it's mine. I get to keep it. I think we're getting near the end. I have no idea. Middle class fancy is a couple of white guys. First white guy says, it's that time of year where it's cold in the morning and warm in the afternoon. And the other white guy says, haha, I know. I never know what to wear. And the other white guy says, me either. And then they're just there smiling.
What?
Indecisive Jones, friend of the show, Indecisive Jones says me, and it's just blank. And then it says the pirate I kicked in the crotch. And it's a picture of Mars.
I love that joke.
We've been telling that joke since fucking third grade. It's so stupid.
Menards.
Menards. And finally, for round 2, the irrelevant round, Trash Jones says, you can lead a horse to Baja, but you cannot make him blast. That's all I got for round 2. Back to Brane.
All right. I don't know what the fuck any of those words you guys put this round, and I don't care at this point.
Good.
I'm just going to celebrate that half the fucking world we're talking about fights this weekend, even if you guys all got duped into some dumb shit. Crazy posted a picture of Mike Tyson, and it says, we apologize for the threaming issue.
Oh, my God.
They had a lot of threaming issues. Mood X posted nobody. Mike Tyson at his fight. And it has a picture of Ving Rhames naked looking back. Tiede, do you know what is this Pulp Fiction? This is not Pulp
that is from Baby Boy.
Okay, whatever the fuck Baby Boy is.
Wow.
Yeah, so it didn't help that the one under sponsored was The Mountain. Get ready to cozy.
Nice. Hang on, I just got a Tiede. The Sasquatchpedia or the Wiki Squatch, just fucking amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
Incredible.
It's a curse, really, man.
Unbelievable.
All right, so the original 80s Tunes page posted a picture of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out versus Little Mac, and it said the 1987 Nintendo Entertainment System had higher resolution fights than Netflix in 2024. I'm not gonna plug my hat right now, but we'll just move on. Oh no, Gen X only posted what a fight, and they have the poster, and it is pixelated out because those fights were a lot of threaming issues, Bay Area comedian Angel Castro posted, after tonight, every father will know whether or not they can still kick their son's ass. And later that night, he commented, my dad better have learned from tonight. I'm glad my son didn't see that one. Somebody named Andre Saxon. I don't know. They said, excuse me, but who the fuck fed Tyson 100 shrooms before the fight? Retired MMA fighter Gilbert Smith Jr. put, MMA won tonight.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with that. A won the next night. Mean Dave posted, tonight's fight is like a tarot card reading for the next 4 years.
Oof.
Yeah, that was rough. The Spit Bucket podcast posted a picture of Jake Paul, and it says Jake Paul agrees to fight Daniel Dubois for the IBF heavyweight world title. Funny thing is, 175-pound champion Artur Beterbiev challenged Jake Paul, and Jake Paul left him crickets, and now he's fighting a heavyweight champion. So props to him, but hopefully I'm pretty sure he's gonna get knocked out this time. So let's hope that's real. I don't know if that's real or not. Let's hope. Let's hope it's real is what I'm trying to say. And here we have the original 80s tunes. Posted a picture of the movie They Live and the best fight scene of all movies of all time.
Yes.
Not satisfied by the Paul Tyson fight, man. Recommend watching the Piper David battle circa 1988.
So good.
Hell yeah.
I've watched it many times. I've watched it.
Yes. And they really got him up in that. And here we have a picture of a younger Mike Tyson and a younger Jake Paul. And it's some guy named Ryan McGee at ESPN McGee. Said, I want to get into a time machine, go back to 1998 to try to convince people that in 2024, a near 60-year-old Mike Tyson will be fighting a kid from the Disney Channel over the World Wide Web, be the company that rents DVDs, be the mail, broadcast by Rosie Perez.
Yeah.
Can you fucking imagine? They'd be like, this fucking conspiracy nut. And my last one for this fuck off round, Black Adam Schefter posted the picture of the end of the fight where Jake Paul bowed to Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson stood there and tried to shake his hand. And it said, Mike Tyson had the chance to have the greatest moment in sports history right here. Oh, man, I'm glad he didn't because they would have called him a poor sport. But god damn, I wish he did. Handing it off to you, TDC. I could have left you on the time travel one, but I wanted to give you a fluffy hug at the end.
If this was 89, he would have taken his head off.
Yeah. 89.
If you would have bowed like that, he would have just hit you with the uppercut. Anyway, hi. We're going to do round 2, the inebriated round. Place your bets. I'm going to give you a hint. Probably. All right.
Nice.
I mean, why lie to the public? Never too old for Snoopy. I mean, it works for the government, but I mean, never too old for Snoopy. It's got Snoopy and Woodstock sitting on top of the doghouse there, and Snoopy's like, my version of a triathlon is a donut, a pizza, and a hot fudge sundae. Hell yeah, Snoopy. I can get behind that.
I could do that.
Pot smoking atheists who love dogs, friend of the show.
Hey.
It's got a picture of a honey badger looking like a fucking honey badger. It says, do Christians actually believe I was on the ark? I hate everyone and I attack anything. I'm a fucking honey badger. I didn't walk from Africa to be stuck on a boat. I live in a hole alone. Fuck you.
Honey badger doesn't give a shit.
But you don't give a fuck. And I want one. All right, moving on.
Hell
no. No sleepy pasta. I don't know you. It says, I am working in a morning shift at a cafe. We are serving breakfast. A little boy and his mother enter the cafe. Me. So what will it be? Child. I wish to devour the unborn. There is a sudden silence and everyone turns to look. The mother looks very embarrassed. Mother. Eggs. He would like some eggs.
Oh, God.
Now you got to put that kid back.
I better say, Labune, what do I picture? Like, you're a little guy. I wish to devour the unborn.
No, my little guy's a sweet boy. But
oh, okay. Never mind.
He'll fuck you up if you try him, though.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I know his dad. All right, Midwest versus everybody at Midwestern _ So Midwesterners will see cows on the side of the road and say cows so that everyone in the car can acknowledge their beauty. Hell yes.
I honk at them bitches and wave.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard Jeff Gavednik, friend of the show, Jeff Gavednik has a wonderful song called Hey Look a Cow.
We do have rituals.
Yes. Moving on. For once again, friend of the show, Satan. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Oh.
He's got a picture of a rabbit standing next to an IHOP, and the rabbit's like, "That's a stupid sign. You don't hop. You never hopped." Lying little restaurant with your bullshit sign. Fuck you. I love it. It was good, man.
I want to
All right,
I want to give props for everybody, like with all the animals. This show, it's been the most.
Yeah, we needed that. All right, moving on.
My God.
Memes from the void, new friend of the show.
Hey.
Says, can you please behave yourself for the holidays? Not everything has to be related to witchcraft. Me after one drink, and it's a couple of druids standing next to this other fucker with a big old deer skull and antlers and shit, and it's like the human world has failed.
I think I would do that more. The human world has failed.
I was pretty sick yesterday, so I can't go scratchy. All right, moving on. Raven Skinner, I don't know you either. It says, can't describe how dumb I feel not knowing until today that the hole in the crock pot is actually for a thermometer, and it's the crock pot with the lid and that little hole, and there's a goddamn thermometer going in there. And Nanity Aston says, hold up. All this time I thought it was a tiny steam escape hatch for the flavor to sneak out. And until I saw this meme, that's what I thought too. A fucking thermometer?
Just cook it till it's done. Stupid.
I'm not thinking about this anymore because it's kind of making me mad.
Okay, it's not just me. Pot smoking atheists who love dogs.
Hey guys.
Just solid proof that all heroes were capes. I don't know if I technically agree with this, but that's neither here nor there. But it's a mugshot of this dude, long hair, and he's got this fuck off look on his face. It says, Wisconsin man throws beer bottle at bartender when she changes Black Sabbath to Christmas music.
America.
Now, I love Christmas music, but I love Black Sabbath. So I would like, can you wait till the song's over?
Till the album's over.
Well, fair enough. All right. Once again, friends of the show, Satan, hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
It's a picture of the character the Plague from the movie Hackers. And it says, remember, and he's just staring very intently at someone. And it says, remember, no one can prove you weren't a regional manager for Radio Shack or Toys R Us.
God, that's nice.
All right, moving on. Cookie Colleen K. Hi, Colleen. She posts a meme here that says, me, what are they in for? Zookeeper. This isn't a prison. Me, so they can leave? Zookeeper. Well, no. Me, pointing at the penguin. I bet that one killed somebody. And that's all I got for round 2, the inebriated round. Hey, yeah. Over to you, Sizemore.
Aw, lovely. I do love our show. Wonderful stuff. And now getting on to round 2, a lot of controversy, a lot of different opinions on what the round is called. And I believe you'll find that we have always called it the irrelevant interstitial round.
No.
This is a bit of news. I don't know if you guys saw, and I know some of you don't follow politics like sports the way I do, but this photo went around the world of all our favorite people, like all of them in one space. We got Elon, we got RFK, we got Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, and we got oh God, I don't even know the Tangerine Palpatine and Tangerine Palpatine Jr. And they're all consuming McDonald's because, of course, Trump loves McDonald's. But you have
in a plane.
In a plane. And you have to know, though, that that RFK considers himself to be a health nut in both senses of the word. Like he thinks that Trump's diet is garbage and that he eats too much fast food. So this is Trump making his ass eat McDonald's on camera. That's what's happening here. And all the boys are in on it. Let's make RFK uncomfortable. Look at this face. Look at that face. Anyway, so that's what's happening, is some public shaming, which I thought was pretty wild. Friend of the show, Jeffrey St. Clair, titled this picture, "The Brain Trust Eating Brain Food." Phenom Brown posted the comedy, the tragedy, the saga continues. The four horsemen of the McPocalypse. And they're labeled Elon as Conquest, and the Tangerine Toddler is War, and Toddler Jr. is Death, and RFK is Pestilence, which I thought that was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Moving on. Friend of the show, Father Nathan Monk. Actually, nay, chaplain of the show. I'm not sure. What would his official title be, Michael?
I think he has to be either Monsignor or Vicar.
Vicar of the show. Father.
I was going to go broader with just clergyman.
Well, I don't know. We'll get our titles straightened out later, and I'll fix it in post. Father Nathan Monk, friend of the show, has reposted this from Stephen King, who says 68 of my books were removed from Florida schools. Go me. And Steve Hofstetter comments, if any state needs to learn about terrifying sewer clowns, it's Florida.
Florida, just ban one more.
Yes. So nice. So nice.
Make it nice.
Nice.
Next up, we have the Matt Mason Ministry of Memes. And boys, if you are not following the Matt Mason Ministry of Memes, you are missing out. They have a post here from Susan Blunt Wilson, who has a post from, well, originally, it's a post from BBC Yorkshire at BBC Look North, which says, Yorkshire, we have an important question. Christmas cake, with or without cheese? There's a slice of, I would say, probably a carrot cake with maybe some fruit and nuts in it, with a cream cheese frosting. And right along the side is a big old honking piece of cheese. It's about a 1/2 inch thick and 6 inches long on a paper plate. Nope. Ceramic plate. Little ridge ceramic plate. So the question is, Christmas cake with or without cheese? And Deem says, why do British people still eat like they're in the 1800s and don't have electricity? And Rebecca Travis responding to, I missed the name there. Deem is at Hot Cheeto Princess. Rebecca Travis replies, why do Americans eat like they have free healthcare?
You know what? Honestly, I'd rather have the fucking like Trump Force One McDonald's than whatever the fuck is in this picture.
Oh, man.
I would eat this.
I would totally eat this. I would totally eat this, but then again, I'm British and I don't harbor an anger against the English like you do.
I just consume a lot of herbs, so I would eat this.
Just because instead of blood, you Brits have imperialism.
Well, you know.
And cheese.
Cheese.
Somebody
We're Midwestern. We can't say nothing about the cheese now. Hold on. We're from the Midwest.
Moving on. Here we have, now what is this cartoon called? I forgot. Invincible. So we have this Invincible post here, 2-panel from Stephen Abram. And Invincible is labeled Hardworking American. And he says, so when did the other countries start paying for my tariffs? How do I submit my claim? And his dad says, that's a neat part. They don't. Friend of the show, Comrade Teen Vogue. Haven't seen Comrade Teen Vogue in a while. Missed you, dear. Got a post from Benny Johnson, and a reply to at Benny Johnson says, ever notice how much happier right-wing women are than versus left-wing? This should be studied scientifically. And Rebecca at Rebecca Arnold says, probably because they don't carry the burden of caring about others less fortunate than them or have a conscience or empathy. Remember, ladies, that shit will age you.
Oh.
Moving on, feminist news. Feminist news last week, of course, my post with the most. See how I'm not storming the Capitol? Very demure, very mindful. But there were quite a few replies on this that I wanted to get to. Friend of the show, Craig, says, well, to be fair, it isn't quite time for that yet. And I was like, look, potato salad takes time. And somebody else says, does this mean I should cancel my order for zip ties and truncheons in preparation for a very peaceful march? I said, no. Get them now before the import tax tariffs kick in. He's like, man, I
Yeah.
like buy American zip ties. I'm a patriotic insurrectionist.
Yeah.
Remember, when you're shopping for your truncheons and your zip ties, buy American.
Hell yeah.
Here's the first entrance, I believe, in the show from God, blue check, Twitter. So,
There you
God, tweet of God says, "Goodbye, America. Never speak to me again." Mike Ingram for everyone. If you're not following Mike Ingram for everyone, why not? He's for everyone. It's the same people obsessed with telling everyone to watch Sound of Freedom are excited about Matt Gates's AG. Square that one.
Oh,
I know, right? Oh, so very strange, very horrible. Friend of the show, Hannah Oxford, has posted this one. Says, nice to see he did some community service for the elderly tonight. Says, regardless of the results tonight, Jake Paul will always be a loser to me. Okay, just me. Friend of the show, anti-QAnon memes. And if you're not following anti-QAnon memes, I don't know how you're maintaining your resistance. Has a post from Brittany Byer, and it's a picture of MAGA Jesus. It's sort of like Trump, but he's got a crown of thorns. He's sort of glowing. He's in front of a cross. He's got a bunch of Jesus disciples behind him and a crucifix on his chest. I'm thinking this is probably AI. And it's entitled the Our MAGA Father Prayer. Our Father who art in chaos, hallowed be thy tweets. Thy circus come, thy BS be spun, on earth as it is on Fox News. Give us our daily cringe and forgive us our sanity. We forgive those who keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Lead us not into rational thought, but deliver us from all reason. For thine is the tantrum, the con, and the circus, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Amen. I don't know.
That's impressive.
Was it aggressive? Was it too
I
aggressive?
didn't like that. Yeah.
I knew you wouldn't like it. I mean, we're here. I'm here to trigger you, dummy. This one's for Found in the Wild. Just says, I want to see an episode of Undercover Boss, but it's with Jesus in some evangelical churches.
Yes.
word.
And second to last, best and worst of Twitter too, making its second appearance here with a post from Ibsen Moy. He's got one from Bayek of Soa at the Soa the Arrogant. Soa the Arrogant. He said, if someone's bio reads husband, father, Christian, patriot, you know you're in for some good racism.
Yeah. Some good racism.
I can't breathe. And that's it. We're going with some good racism, ending out my irascible, irrelevant interstitial round, as we have always called it.
All right. You know what? I'm going to need you to do this one for me, Tiede. Kick us off round 3, the penultimate round.
I got you, my guy. This is from Lynn's. I don't know you. This is, I think of this guy every time I see a photo of RFK, and it is Poggle from Labyrinth.
Oh.
If you've not seen Labyrinth, 1, what's wrong with you? And 2, let me describe Poggle.
Wait. First, did you guys, any of you make shrunken Applehead dolls when you were a kid?
Oh, word. Now, I'm going to try to say this as ungraphically as I can.
Yeah.
Take, no, I can't say that. I'm just going to say it looks like stretched skin over a crumpled up ball of tinfoil.
Yeah. Looks a lot like RFK.
Yeah.
Simon Holland says, call your dad now and ask him what the Wi-Fi password is, so he has time to find the little paper it's written on before Thanksgiving. That's just good advice.
Yes.
Step bro Steve, listen, we don't like you, but you just keep hanging around, you know?
Yeah.
And here there's it says a pigeon with the head of a horse and the body of a horse.
What?
It's just a picture of a horse. Fucking Step Bro Steve, man. I hate his ass. The Daily Historian, listening to the Notorious B.I.G. 10 Crack Commandments, has a Venn diagram here between crack dealers and Sisyphus. And in the middle, where there's overlap, we have Pushing That Rock. Forever 90s fan says, I went to high school during the breath mint gold rush era. And we got Tic Tacs, we got Certs, we got Altoids, Icebreaker Liquid Ice, Chlorets, and my personal favorite, the Listerine Cool Mint strips. Let me tell you, those little fucking fake acid strips, you put 3 or 4 of those in your mouth, man, you would transcend. Shit was crazy.
That kept me from getting caught drinking in school so many times.
Pickup lines. Says, don't believe everything you're told. And here we have a text message with someone who is in their phone book as Luigi with tits.
Oh, fuck.
She says, what's my name in your phone? He says, baby girl. She says, oh my God, I love you.
Oh my God.
420. This picture of this old timer. He's sitting down talking to some kids. He's got a hat on and cane. I don't know. It says, telling my grandkids about how we used to have to hang out at some strange guy's apartment for over an hour just to get mids. Those were the days. Stuart, friend of the show, Stuart Fiddle at Stuart Fiddle says, every single day there is something to do and I am sick of it.
Oh,
yeah.
Here we have the what's the name of this?
Inside Out 2.
Inside Out, yeah, thank you.
Great movie.
They're all scared. And she says, a new emotion? And then we see it's Karl Marx, and it says, and the new emotion is class consciousness. I love this one. It's coming from I Hate You, Joe Biden, who's retweeting Pop Crave. Pop Crave is reporting that Joe Exotic of Tiger King has penned a letter to Donald Trump asking for a pardon.
Oh.
He's also offering to serve in Trump's cabinet as federal fish and wildlife director. I Hate You, Joe Biden says, you know what? Sure, why not?
Fuck.
And my last meme for round 3, the penultimate round.
Jesus.
What is wrong with you?
It comes to us from S at Propaganda 91, who says, me when I fix something in my house all by myself. Picture of Bob the Builder. I don't know why everybody's so upset. Well, it's Bob the Builder with some big bear boobs with flames over the nipples.
Like you do.
Kicking it over to Brain Damage.
Look, you're just gonna not address the fact that he had a tattoo on the titty, huh? Okay, fuck you. All right. Here we've got comedian Tommy Sinbazo. I love this guy, so I'm gonna read it in his voice, or at least I'm gonna try to. It says, them post-tariff Temu prices about to be crazy. Okay, I butchered his voice. You guys don't know anyways. That's okay. I think this is a political post, so I did it for you guys. Fuck it. I just wanted to read it in Tommy's voice, and I bombed that one. Terrible. All right, somebody named Lee Moore. Probably not gonna follow her. It says Ratchet Friday. What year did midgets come out? I don't see them in no slavery pics. That's mean. That's mean, lady. And here we got more mean shit. It's giving, bitch. You're delusional. It says girls be like, see, yeah, cause no. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? And then some lady that goes by double eyeballs put C equals, this is what the fuck I was talking about. Yeah equals, I knew I was right. And no equals, you got me fucked up.
Yeah. That is what that means. That's yeah.
I'm still very confused. Weird, strange, and incredible shit or something like that. Just post a picture of a wolf spider and all its babies all around its body. And it's incredible. I love those eyes. The eyes, just the double eyes and then the 4 little ones under. And it says, a mother wolf spider carrying her notelings.
That is so fucking creepy.
I was gonna leave you with that one too, but then I decided not to. Weird, strange again. Posted Eco Groovy, and read Parable of the Sower by Octavia something.
Butler.
It says, this society will have you angrier at an unhoused person stealing $5 to eat than a guy in a suit stealing $5 million to buy a third house. Yes, this is fucking true. I was going to try to use this one as my post of the most, but I figured that should be funny. So 420 times activist posted a picture that says Waking Bacon. It has 2 fried eggs, and the bacon is rolled up and crispy, and it has a nice little bowl of green.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know what I'm working on this weekend.
Oh, no. You know, guys, I've seen an apple, a can, a bottle, a hose, a jug.
I've used all of them.
I better see
banana,
bacon while bacon.
tin can. I've never seen bacon.
Nope, me neither.
I know what this weekend's episode's gonna be, boys.
Wow.
I
I don't know
wait.
what it is about weed that makes every guy a MacGyver. Suddenly, boom, just boom.
Hey, let me tell you a quick story since you bring up all those bongs. My buddy one time made a bong out of a 20-ounce Coke bottle, just a plastic one in the 90s. And there was like 30 of us around the room. And I hit that fucking bong. And all of a sudden, everybody in the room just looked at me with like bug eyes and was freaking out, like, what the fuck was that? And apparently, when I coughed, the smoke rushed out of my ears. And I literally would not believe them, but it was like 20, 30 dudes sitting around going, what the fuck was that? So I mean, and then apparently later it happened one day where we were hotboxing the car, so apparently twice in my life. But that one I believe for sure. The other time I think they were fucking with me. Anyways, Quasimodo's bride posted, I be smoking by myself and I still be losing the lighter. TD.
Amen. Amen.
Uh-huh. Truth. And is this my I think I got one more after this. Memes for stoners posted, all water tastes the same. All right, drink the bong water then.
No, God.
I grew up with sulfur water, and I'd still rather drink that than bong water.
I do not fuck with that Avion shit. That shit is disgusting. 420 for Life posted a cartoon of a marijuana leaf smoking himself in a joint. And it said, I have to smoke weed every day. I have the weed-a-beaties.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I heard that one guy's voice, Wilford Brimley.
Yeah,
and
weed-a-beaties.
This is my real last one for this round. Fuckery Galore posted, weird medieval guys book out nerds or something like that. And says, just found out there was a medieval Italian guy named Bartolomeo Coleone, which means Bartholomew Balls. And his coat of arms was 3 pairs of balls. And his war cry was Coglia, 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 which means balls, balls, balls. And you see the picture of his coat of armor.
That's hilarious.
With balls, balls, balls. And I just had to pass it off to you, TD.
That's the
Bartholomew Balls.
Balls.
Coglia, Coglia.
Yo,
I actually have my family's coat of arms. Mine's just like flowers on a hill. Sometimes they're held by fists.
Ours has an actual knight armor on it.
I'm jumping the line. I got to drop my post with the most, put my kids to bed.
Go.
My post with the most comes from the hardtimes.net, friend of the show, the hardtimes.net. Listen, follow the hard times. Get yourself some hard times. Picture of Matt Gaetz, Attorney General nominee, and it says, Attorney General nominee Matt Gaetz requests to be sworn in on Epstein's little black book. And that was my post with the most, and that's it for me. I love you, boys, and I love you, George. Good night.
Good to see you.
Later.
Michael.
I ain't going nowhere, prick.
I'm so high, I fucked up.
All right. Well, hey, now that he's gone, let's do some funny shit, okay? Round 3 here. I don't know what we call this one anymore.
Your mom.
That's right. Oh, I was gonna have him read this one too, the prick. Laugh break ultimate dad jokes says 18 days in, I just failed no nut November. I didn't realize there was walnuts in my banana bread.
Oh my God. Dad.
Michael, you got so lucky, bro. Shirts that go hard, friend of the show. It's got a picture of this guy holding a red t-shirt. It says, the coffee pot at your local 12-step meeting has done more to combat addiction than the entire DEA.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Coffee pot's there for you, man. All right, moving on. I posted this a while back, and I stand by this. I could do without snow this year. It's like, I'm so excited for winter. I can't wait to get some snow. And there's this little child bundled up, looking like Randy from Christmas Story with all the shit on. And they got this sour look on their face, and they're flipping the bird. And that's just me.
Yep.
I feel this in my soul.
Nice.
Once again, friend of the show, Satan. Hey, buddy.
Hail Satan.
It's a picture of this creepy mannequin leaning up against the house. It says, daughter's terrified of it. Refund needed. Any takers? Someone says, I'll give you $100 to tell her it's sold. Hide it in the attic for 2 weeks. Take it out and put it in her room while she's sleeping. That is fucking evil.
Satan approves. He says this is evil and I love it.
Of course it's Satan. What do you expect? You know him. You know how he is. You know how he get. All right, moving on.
He would trigger you in every episode of Facebook for the Blind if you were on this.
Oh, probably. Joe, the animal friend of the show. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
And it's a picture of Joe looking dapper as fuck. Says, I think I'm gonna get shit faced and walk around the neighborhood and start fight with Christmas decorations. I can see Joe doing this.
Yeah. He'd have a very jauntily splayed scarf though.
Oh, absolutely. And he would whole cock the first reindeer inflatable he's seen. All right, he used to box, you know. He's scary some bitch.
Ooh.
Pot smoking dogs who love atheists.
Wow.
I might have done this last week. I don't remember. It's an action figure of sassy Jesus, and it's Jesus, and he's got like his robes only on his sleeves, and then really low down one hip. And it says "Shante you say" for my drag race friends. Yeah, sassy Jesus.
Sassy Jesus.
Franklin Graham says, I hope Stephen Hawking did not miss the simple truth that God is the creator of the universe and he loved to study and everything in it. The universe he loved to study and everything in it. Then God, at the tweet of God, says, Stephen just told me to tell you to fuck off. Also, your father's burning in hell. And then comment from friend of the show, Satan. Hail Satan, buddy. It says, can't confirm.
Your father's burning in hell.
Like, yeah, he's in room 26, man.
Wow. Nice.
All right, moving on. God. Hot smoking atheist who love dogs once again says, me, beautiful dog you got there. Cop, yes, sir. This is Diesel. He's our drug sniffing dog. Me, still in training, huh? Cop, what? Me, what? I feel this. Slightly called out there, pot smoking atheists who love dogs.
Whoa!
My pit bull can tell if you're holding. Yeah, this is from Spill the Memes. Goddamn. This is how Mercedes-Benz advertised their strong headlights, and it is a picture of a couple of cows on the road, and you can basically see right through them. The only dark spots are bones and organs. Professor Bart, it's disturbing and accurate. I can tell. It says, cool. Now I can actually become blind while driving at night. Yeah, there's not a cow blocking this light source. It's going to fry your retinas.
Yeah, it's insane. Oh, wow. Well, that's unintentionally funny.
Yeah. That's why I put it there. Phantom of the Chopra, I don't know you. It says, back when I was a kid, you didn't need Joe Rogan. Your best friend had a 27-year-old brother who was a fucking loser who would smoke pot with blacklight posters and tell you that the Mayans invented cell phones.
Oh, God.
Yup.
That reminds me, I need to see how Derek's doing these days. All right, moving on.
I wonder if he still listens to Pink Floyd.
Oh, God. Laughter Authority acquaintance says a visual representation of what I do on Facebook, and it's a picture of a person with a long pole poking a bear.
Yeah, that's true. We get such good practice here, though. Ever since Brane once observed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's really funny when you poke each other with poles.
Yeah.
You should
That's
poke
not how
each
he
other
said
with.
it. That's not how he said it.
You yeah, well, it's close enough.
Yeah, close enough for government work. Wrapping up round 3 here. We got Moist Buddha, front of the show. Keeping it moist, keep it a Buddha.
Hey, Buddha.
And he just says, say it ain't so. It says, if you make over 400 grand a year, your taxes will be higher. Guys from my high school to make 35K a year, and it's this panicky, screamy chick backing away in terror.
I love it.
That's all I got for round 3. Whatever round. Over to you, Eric.
The penultimate round, I think.
That's the word I couldn't think of.
It's what I think we've been thinking about, possibly thinking about maybe calling it, but I don't know. I'm always open, as you know, to new ideas and new things. All right, going into my penultimate round, and you know what? I love this. It's an interactive round because Katie, sitting across the room here, sent me this image to follow up on the McPocalypse from Reductress. We have the same photo captioned, RFK's brainworm did not sign up for this shit.
I get that so much more now that I know that he's a health nut.
And we've got the zoom in on brainworm. You're probably wondering how I got here. I like it. Moving on. Hey, this is a memory. I love when Facebook gives you the memories. And, they say history doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. Well, John Fugelsang 3 years ago said that Matt Gaetz wants to hire Kyle Rittenhouse as a congressional intern. Like the worst, least experienced, like representative of awful things, hire that you could possibly do. And I was like, that's really funny, isn't it? Kind of rhymes. Maybe it's just me. John Fugelsang says Matt Gaetz hopes to pay underage teen for services. All right, moving on. Did Silicon Valley reinvent the bus again? Has got this one captioned, Reinventing Regret. Bretton McLean has this post that's just titled, What a Paragraph. Vice.com, covering Zuckerberg, said, whose company has been blamed for enabling genocide in Myanmar because it did not bother to hire moderators who speak Burmese, for example, added that one of his life's biggest regrets is competing on the fencing team in high school rather than wrestling.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's caused deaths, but if only he'd wrestled. Big regret for the Zuck. Hey, here's a news story I missed. Friend of the show, Ron Filipkowski, reports, meanwhile, Lauren Boebert is investigating secret alien underwater bases in the Earth's oceans. And I'm like, finally.
I didn't realize the Onion bought this guy too.
No, dude, now it's real, dude. You know what? I don't agree on a lot of things with Lauren Boebert, but this one. Friend of the show and founding Zaddy, George Hussein has reposted this from Alexander Pantera Krog. It says Elon Musk could have U.S. citizenship revoked if he had lies on his immigration forms. The richest man in the world appears to have worked in the U.S. without authorization, according to experts. And Bugs or Buddies has reposted this cartoon in reply. It's a little boy praying, and he says, please, God, let this happen. It would be so fucking funny.
That's fantastic.
I agree. Revoke his citizenship now. Or, I don't know. If he, ticks off, the tangerine toddler.
Right.
Friend of the show, Intersectional Memes and Feminist Somethings, has this post from Mog at MogONV. Says, seeing young teens going, I wish I could have experienced the 2000s. Ugh, Y2K was so slay. No, it wasn't. People called men who showered every day metrosexual.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, don't romanticize the 90s, the 2000s. Acid communism has this and reminds us to support our Christian comrades. It's the distracted boyfriend being distracted from Jesus to look at Hitler.
Oh God.
Nobody. American evangelicals. Nita at Nita_XO says there's a cure for cancer. His name is Jesus. There's a cure for AIDS. His name is Jesus. There's a cure for lupus. His name is Jesus. There is a cure for diabetes. His name is Jesus. And Jovan at A Jovan says, well, when is he going to publish his research?
Shit.
Pagan Memes says, I just heard someone refer to the Bible as the goat herder's guide to the galaxy, and I will now forever be using this term.
Oh my God, I'm gonna get in so much trouble when I go to my family Christmas now.
I'll text you during the meal. Feminist News.
No, I'm just gonna tell them.
Feminist News, making a trifecta of appearances in the show, says Lorena Bobbitt is to be the nominee in charge of men's health and male birth control.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It's a deep
hell,
cut.
okay, effective.
It's a deep cut.
Did you just say deep cut? How dare you?
Throw that joke off the freeway, Eric.
Oh, get it back. Get it back. Get the joke back.
Yeah, get it back.
Moving on, Piper from Missouri. And if you're not following
She's
Piper
so
from Missouri, you're missing out because she's really funny. She's got this from Eccentrics. It's art by J.K. Benton. It's a cartoon of a little girl sitting on her father's lap in an easy chair. Her eyes are very big, and Dad's saying, remember, sweetheart, nobody likes a mean girl. Or a nice girl. Or maybe girls in general. I don't know. Shit's weird right now.
Oh God.
I'm so sorry. And finally, rounding out everything but my post with the most, taking it back to 2022. Remember then? We were all so young. The other 98% post this little conversation from Elon Musk. And he says, and we just hit another all-time high in Twitter usage. LOL. Then he replies to himself again, let that sink in. And Ryan Max says, people gather in my yard to watch my house burn. Me, wow, I've never had this many visitors before.
Oh my.
Elon is so desperate to have friends. And that wraps out my penultimate.
You said we were all young and.
Leaving only my post with the most. Brane, going back to you. Yeah, I said we're young. Screw you.
In 2022, I had open heart surgery. I wasn't feeling, spry and young, my guy.
You got scraped clean. You started fresh. You were struggling, breaking out of your shell like a butterfly.
Yep.
Yeah, but a year later, I lost my foot.
Some butterflies.
It's okay, my guy. You went from a squirter to a Blastoise.
There you go. There you go. I evolved. Yeah.
I was picturing Pooh getting his head stuck in the honey pot.
It's okay, Eric. I just don't know what comes before Snorlax, okay?
Snorlax?
All right.
I never
Let me
played
share my
Pikachu.
post with the most. Here we have dark memes. Fuck, man. There's something in my way. Dark memes melt steel beams. There we go. And we have a cartoon picture of SpongeBob and Gary at the doctor's. The doctor looks very grim and depressed, passing SpongeBob something. And it says, doctors in 2040, after diagnosing you with, not gonna lie, you probably cook, gang, then putting their second AirPod back in.
Oh God, no! Kids today are going to be doctors in 15 years, my guy.
Yeah, and it's gonna diagnose you with, not gonna lie, you probably cook, gang, and then put a second AirPod back in. Oh my God! Oh my God! I seen this meme when I read it. I was laughing for like 18 minutes straight. Diane was like, "Shut the fuck up, I was like, "No, you don't understand. I work with these kids."
Oh man, it's gonna be rough. It's
God.
gonna be rough learning all the vocabulary. All right, Tiede, you set?
Hit me.
Boom.
My pose with the Mo's once again. Of course, you knew it was probably going to be him. Comes from our friend Satan,
Hail
Hey,
Yeah,
buddy.
say-
and it's a picture, and it's a guy, probably Atlas, balancing the world on his shoulders, and the world is labeled screenshots I will never use, and Atlas is labeled my phone. I feel this. You know where all these memes go to? My phone. Oh, how often I clean it? Not enough.
You're right.
Yeah. See, that's why we have to keep doing this. So it's not like you'll never use them. You're gonna put them in next week's show.
Oh yeah.
Especially if they're from Satan.
No, well, you know I like the guy.
All right, rounding it out with my post with the most. The Onion is proud to acquire InfoWars, and we look forward to continuing its storied tradition of scaring the site's users with lies until they fork over their cold, hard cash, said the Onion CEO, Ben Collins. Or Bitcoin. We also accept Bitcoin. That was my post with the most, and I've got to say, one of my favorite former employers. I went and looked, and I think I stole 3 T-shirts on the way out when they laid us all off. It was great.
I mean, you'll have that.
That's true. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. Did we do it? Was that it? I kind of feel like that
I think we done did it.
Be it. That fully and wholly constitutes an episode of Facebook for the Blind for November 19th, 2024, the Katie's birthday episode.
Happy birthday!
We love you all so much. She says thank you. We love you all so much. Mwah! Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind.
Night, George. Love you, George.
Follow us on
Whatever I
Facebook,
just said.
Twitter, and Instagram. Close enough.